Alright, hello and welcome back to Ashgabat Cat, so let's play that. Today we're taking a look at Bionic Commando. But we're not taking a look at the NES game. No, no, no. We're taking a look at the arcade game. Honestly, I've been dreading this a little. Oh, it's timed. It's timed. You want to do a speed run, guys? So anyway, we are playing Bionic Commando for the arcade, not the NES. And so this game came out before the NES, and I believe it will show. So the controls are, you can shoot with the first button, and you can shoot your hook with the second button. What button is jump, you might ask? Would reply the game. There is no jump button. That is the fundamental joke of Bionic Commando. Why are there beehives? So basically, the joke of the game is that you can't jump. All you can do is shoot your claw. And now, I mean, you can swing on your claw, you can press the claw button again to retract your claw, and you can otherwise move around more or less assisted by your claw. The catch is, though, you have to use your claw for everything. Oh, that's kind of funny. So you get a gun, but you can just use your claw to attack them. And of course there are beehives. Alright, so let's see. Claw up, you press the button, instant retract, which, I mean, I suppose that is viable, but it's pretty tricky. I mean, I don't know. It just seems very risky to, like, fully retract. Oh, wait, what? The enemies have the claw system. Branches break? What the heck? This is like Ghosts and Goblins, but it keeps inventing new rules to, like, constantly mess you up. And now he just died. Did I really? Oh, okay. I mean, the game is mean, but it's not that mean. Well, I'm glad the game had a limit. Oh, thanks, game. Thanks, game. So anyway, you don't actually respond, so you can't shoot up, and yet the enemies come from up. Sure. That guy just did a bayonet charge. That guy's dumber than I am. And I am not setting the bar very high. Anyway. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, it's... Anyway, you don't actually respawn until you press the A button, or the first button. Oh, so you can claw up, yes, and shoot the birds, but you can't, heaven forbid you're able to shoot up. Why would you want to shoot your gun up? What? You're really paranoid enough to think that the enemies would come at you from above? You think there'd really be some sort of guy who'd dress up as a bird and fly around in the air and try to ambush you from above? I mean, come on, man. At a certain point, it's not even paranoia, it's just sad. But anyway, oh, look, we've got 3 characters again, or 3 lives again. I don't know if that's because I put in so many credits, I stopped paying attention, or if it's just because I got more from score. But again, we're not playing for score. I've forgotten the concept of what a score is. Instead, we are going to just credit feed our way to, well, I'd like to say the end, but I think we both know that it'll be as long as we can stand this. Collectively, we can stand this. Oh, the gun, yes, yes, yes. Please, please. Into me, yes. So, okay. I think my gun got upgraded, but I don't think, oof. Right in the everywhere. I think so. I guess my gun got upgraded, but I don't think it oh my gosh, I don't know that it changed all that much, but either way, I want that gun too. I want all the guns, game. I want all the guns. I have not learned that the only weapon you'll ever need is actually the claw arm, but I just need more guns. Come on, game. You can throw all the electricity, all the stage hazards you want at me. Just give me the Super Soaker, and I will call it good. This game, you can tell it's very much an experimental game where, now, the more charitable of you would say they were experimenting with different control schemes and like different movement schemes and like trying to set up a game in a different way, but the less charitable of you would say they are trying to experiment with like how annoying can they make the gameplay and still have people put quarters in. Well, I'm running through quarters pretty darn fast. It's actually kind of interesting if you compare this game to Ghosts and Goblins, as, I don't know, I seem to compare every single Capcom 2D side-scroller game is, to. Like, you run through credits pretty fast. And I mean, yeah, Ghosts and Goblins, like, you die a lot, but you don't necessarily die fast. Well, actually, it's kind of especially annoying in Ghosts and Goblins, where, like, it makes you play through most of the stage again. End of stage 2. Although, I mean, the game goes by pretty quick. Although, again, it does go by pretty quick because you get a respawn where you left off. So, I mean, on one hand... Oh, I even got an extra life. I will be sure to squander this. But it is pretty great how, like... it just totally allows credit feeding. I mean, it also borderline expects... I spent all that time, work, and energy going up. And now he's just jumping down. He's like, hey, I see your hard work, and I don't appreciate it. What is... Are those gremlins? What? That doesn't make any sense. Why are there gremlins in a sewer? Did you even watch the movie? That's a bad idea. I forget what happens. Don't they summon a demon or something? It's funny because, well, that is obviously the wrong answer. Oh, so you... Okay. Now, in this sort of situation, the obvious thing would be, hey, why don't we swing on this? But it is very hard to swing. Now, to be fair, I think it was like that on... And it I'm going along, moving, minding my own business, and whammo bammo, I get hit by a falling pillar, I guess? This stage is, like, self-destructing as it goes? Like... What is the deal? Oh, it's, I mean, well, I guess I should have seen that one coming. Clearly, and they impede my forward progress. Come on, guys. I was having a good time credit feeding. If you keep doing this, if you keep jeopardizing my ability to credit feed and advance that way, I don't know, guys. I'm gonna stop playing the game. Oh my gosh. Although it is kind of amusing to see that the enemies, it's like, well, okay. Well, I'm having a problem with, like, these little gremlin guys. It seems like these guys are having a problem with them, too. I don't know who's having the bigger problem. I love how, like, you respawn by parachuting down, though, and you can make, like, so much progress with that. It's like they knew. They knew how this game would go for the majority of people, and they're just like, look... You can advance using your grapple arm, or you can advance using your wallet. We don't have a strong preference as to which one you go with. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. I looked at this insurmountable puzzle and I asked myself, how should I advance through this difficult thing? Can I grapple on it? And I'll give him credit for as much... Okay, as annoying as the grappling is... Oh, 5k points, a new record. As annoying as the grappling is, you can grapple on a lot of things. I guess if you get good at the grappling, not... I mean... I guess that's more of an if statement than a when, but... You can kind of get the hang of it. Like, you can kind of advance. Is this a boss? Or is this... Okay, I see the button. I assume... Okay, yeah. You just had to... And he cheap shots me. Come on, man. Can't you just let me triumph in peace? And he's still there. Okay, come on now. Come on now. For those wondering at home, if you press up, you cannot enter that room. Oh, okay, they're under construction. No, it's live. It's go time. Can you dodge the Zaku's foot? It's harder than it sounds. Yeah, that's right. If you hide the face behind a rock formation, then it's technically not copyright infringement. Yeah, sure. Okay, I remember earlier when I was like being so happy that I could grapple on everything, but I could really grapple on... just in case you're wondering, how do I go down? Well, you pretty much just have to walk to the edge of a platform and hope you get lucky. Huh. Okay. I mean, this game is a challenge in many ways, but I didn't expect it to be an intellectual challenge, so... What? Okay, obviously, we are supposed to grapple on something, but what? Can we... So you can't grapple on the rock here. Maybe you can grapple like that! Wow. That was actually... I almost kind of wonder, like, would this be a better game if they got rid of all the enemies and basically just had you do platforming puzzles the whole way through? I mean, Capcom probably playtested that, and they were like, yeah, it was a lot of fun, but then the players play forever, and it's like, we're not made of quarters, but the players are, and we need their quarters. It sustains us. It's more than quarters, it's more than money to us. It is like life energy now. Don't tell me this old dog is gonna have to learn new tricks again. And that was just enough so that when we respawn... Oh, how nice of them to give me a gun that I will immediately wait. And I didn't even finish saying the sentence, and it's already gone. It is gone. Oh my gosh. And we got one of these doofoids again. Oh, this game, just every possible way it could go wrong. It's like, sure, just let me run wholeheartedly into all of it. It'll be great. I could... And that, my friends, is the secret technique for getting into the base. Okay. So, this officer guy thinks he's important. Oh, okay, so I guess you had to defeat the officer to defeat stage 3. Never mind the fact that we defeated the other officer. No, that guy was a decoy or a body double at worst. No, it was all about that guy on the right. Yeah, sure, okay. Huh. Okay, so you gotta hit them both, as opposed to, I don't know, just... I feel strangely possessed to say the words, this game reminds me of Metal Slug. I don't mean those words, don't worry guys, I'm not going crazy yet, but... It just, I don't know, the thought came to me. And like, on one hand, yeah, I fully recognize that this is not Metal Slug at all, but on the other hand, Metal Slug 2 wasn't, maybe it was Metal Slug 3, but wasn't there exactly like a level like this? Nice, I don't have to advance vertically. Now I can play to my skills, moving left and right and using only one button. Yeesh. But like, I swear, there was a stage in Metal Slug where you had to, like, turn the crank to open the doors, and then otherwise the sewer zombie monsters would attack you. That sentence does not sound like... The meaning is not quite as insane as it might have sounded. Hey, I'm out of here. I'm not out of here at all. Please send help. Well, I mean, you get used to how the claw works. I mean, I guess it's not actually that hard. Well, as I say, as I failed to get that jump going. Let's see if I can cheat my way to the right. Hey, I can. Oh, man. But, like, with the claw, like, once you get the timing going, it's not quite as bad as it was in the beginning. I mean, it's still kind of bad, but, like, you can get good at it. It's not like all those bad video games where it's just, it has these control mechanics that, like, you can never learn, you can never do it. Like, it's probably a random number generator built in to trigger it. Okay, we need to get good at this. So, in, off. And off. Okay. So the trick there is to let go of the diagonal when you're at the right spot. You can tell I know... You can tell I've consistently got it down because I totally did it twice in a row, right? That dude was very clearly in the air. They are just spawning in the air to get me. Like, what is this game? I mean, like, even Ghouls and Ghosts, like, pretended to be fair, like, a little bit more than this. Oh, nice. My gun is purple now. Oh, whoa. I mean, I didn't think I'd be able to tell an immediate difference in the power level, but it was able to destroy that helicopter quite quickly. Quite pleasingly quickly. Well, I'm once again making progress in the only way afforded to me, via the respawn. Oh man, this game is pretty painful. Pretty painful, so if you die, you just go back. Maybe there's a pity ledge or something. And if you just keep going this way, the game's like, look man, I know you're bad, but you can at least pretend. Is there like a pity advancement? No, you're just... Maybe if I go up, they'll give me the pity award. How we feeling, game? Nope, nope, and... Oh, just... So much nope. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a loss too. You win, game. You were more annoying than I was curious. So that was Bionic Commando. Somehow, they saw this game, they made this game, and then they thought to themselves, this game was not so great. People did not like it. People put in a lot of quarters, but they did not enjoy the experience. Arcades are telling us, please, never again. But you know what would make this great? Let's downgrade the graphics and put it on the NES. That'll be great. Oh, look at this control screen. It makes it look like so much fun. It's like, oh, play this game. You'll have so much fun grappling with a grappling hook arm. Look how mobile this guy is. Look, he's going from here to there, just not a care in the world. This could be you. And then you put in your quarter, and it's like, some experience required. And it turns out you don't have the requisite experience. You can't learn the requisite experience. Like, I'm sorry, man. This is an entry-level job with like 5 years worth of experience required. And you just... Look at that first level, though. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Everywhere you go, there's a hazard. So the safe spot is okay. The ground is safe, like it usually is in real life. But okay, as soon as you go any higher, oh, it even tells you a map. But as soon as you grapple on a branch, it's like you're in danger zone, because not only are there enemies, but the branch itself poses an issue. Okay, so you're going up. You got to keep advancing. Oh, look at those honeycombs. Look at those explosive cages that if you're anywhere nearby, you will die. And then look at those upside down spiky turtle shells. Like, why would you make your first level just filled to the brim, filled past the brim with so many obstacles? Like, this game, it's like, why would you look at this game and play it? It's nonsense. And yet it led to, well, I guess a NES game that some people have fond memories of. And in fact, they even had like a Game Boy port, and I know very little about the Game Boy port other than what I managed to read in a Nintendo Power magazine. Because, as it always is in life, sometimes it's easier to read about video games on the internet, magazines, than it is to actually go out and play it. Unless those are arcade games, then you just need to put in a few credits. Although, I don't know how many credits I burned in this, but it's got to be at least $5 worth. Just think, $5. That's like your weekly allowance. You just wasted your weekly allowance to play this game that was completely infuriating. And what'd you see at the end? You just saw the imminence of death. I say next time, play Metal Slug. In fact, if you want more time for your money, play Ghosts and Goblins. I can't believe I'm saying, like, hey, Ghosts and Goblins is a more fair game, but what can I say? Bionic Commando. Look at the repeating the attract screen. Like, it's just the first level over and over and over, but it's not even the end of the first level. It's just like the first like minute of the first level over and over and over, and it's like, my gosh, why would you play a game like this? Who would play a game like this? Who would look at this game and be like, this is a game that I wish to invest my weekly allowance into? Like, it's just infuriating in every way, shape, and form. I bet it doesn't even let you enter your name. It just automatically enters it as Capcom or something. It probably doesn't. That's probably a little too far and arguably slander. But, I mean, still, come on, game. Come on. And yet, now that I've gotten to the end of this experience, I will gracefully admit to the game that it was not as bad as I expected it to be. Like, I expected it to be worse somehow. Here I am complaining it's like the worst game in existence. and I'm couching my statement with like, well, it could have been worse. But really, okay, I'll give it partial credit. I guess this is where I compliment the game now in like a vain attempt to assuage its feelings. It's like, don't worry, game, don't worry. You're not the worst game ever. You're just a very, very bad game. But like the grappling hook mechanic, like you can learn how to do it. Like I'm starting to believe that it's actually possible. I'm starting to believe that it's not just complete nonsense and BS and randomness. And I will admit, it was an interesting idea. Some might even say a good, innovative idea. I don't know about innovative, but it's an okay. It's okay. As a mechanic. As a game, no. Please don't. I mean, well, okay. I guess this or Legendary Wings. Which game do I dislike more? Well, I guess if I had to compare them, so Legendary Wings, like, well, okay, this game, every single second you play it is like just mildly painful, and you were just burning through credits like they're free. They're not free. But at the same time, like, you can't actually advance. Whereas you play Legendary Wings, and it's like, okay, like, the controls are a little muddled in that, like, I don't know, I swear it's just not as responsive as it should be. But at the same time, like, you can more or less play the game. Whereas you get this game, and it's just like, you were just out of luck. You can like barely play the game the way they intended. I'm not even entirely sure how they intended to do, how they intended you to clear some of these parts with like one credit. They're just like, look, there's a bunch of branches. You've got a robot arm. There's a bunch of enemies. Just put 2 and 2 together. You can figure it out somehow. But then Legendary Wings, like, you get the impression that they at least felt like and thought like and designed it in such a way that a person could get good at it and like beat it in 1 credit. But also they kind of require you to, because like the only continues like start you at the beginning of the stage. I guess it's kind of like a pick your poison sort of deal. Like there's almost, you can't really distinguish them. Well, that can be a homework problem. Which game is worse than why? Bionic Commando or Legendary Wings? Well, on that note, this cat's got a scat.